Okay, let's see here, preparing to stream live, setting up your live for YouTube. We're about to be live on YouTube. Let's go. Okay, what's going on, beautiful people? Today we're going to be talking about how to find trades like a pro. Okay, so let me share my screen really quick so we can get you started. Let's see here. And we're streaming from Paradise here in the Philippines. So if the internet gets a little laggy, I apologize. If it's not good, we'll re-record this and get you another version of this. But let's hope it works. Okay. All right. I'm officially sharing my screen. I cannot see your questions in the chat, but I did ask for questions on our social media. Okay, so I have a couple tickers, couple questions. But if you all have been staying up, paying attention to our YouTube, let me actually go to our YouTube really quick. So you can see here that we already have some videos on, breaking down the intro to the app as well as how to analyze trades. So today we're going to go how to find these trades. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to keep the chat here. I'm going to pause this so that maybe I'll see your questions in the chat. Okay. So now I want to go over the app first to show you all where you can find trades, right? So if you come into our chat section, I personally trade shares, so I don't trade options, but sometimes I might come in the chat and drop some option trade, like if I feel like it's a great time to do that. So you'll see me post these trades here. So we had an NVIDIA and a Tesla call that I posted here. We have several different trade heroes as well. So you can see another trade hero came right behind me and was like, yo, I'm trading Tesla earnings as well. So you have multiple people with different strategies that'll come in here and post trades. Um, and then you can also see, we'll send you updates with what's going on in the market, what to look out for, whether it's earnings, economic events. And then, like I said, I personally trade shares. So you'll see me post leveraged ETFs. I also am big on investing. Okay, so I'm more of a buy and hold kind of guy. With the time difference here, I don't really have as much time to look at trades and trade options and stuff. And if I'm going to trade options, I like to be in positions where I don't have to watch them. So you'll find me more in this chat for the investing. And so I'll post full watch lists. So if you look in here, I'll post complete watch lists of things that I'm watching. I'll post a chart for everything that I'm looking at as well. And a lot of times, we'll say, hey, we posted this and told y'all. So, but that's why it's so important to keep up with this chat because we'll be posting the chart and the opportunities in here. I trade XOXL. It's a leveraged ETF. We posted this when it was trading in my little zone. This is my buy zone down here. When it reaches the 20s and just above 25, I'll start to enter positions. If it goes any lower, I'll watch these support levels and, usually it has say a liquidity grab, maybe to 21 if it breaks 25, right? So I'm still in it though. So I trade SOXL in my Roth IRA. Okay, so this is out of my Roth IRA. Let's see if I actually shows you that it's in my Roth. No, I don't really say that, but I'll post screeners, which I'll go over on this video as well. Okay, so how to find trades is to start here. But I'm going to show you how we use these screeners to look for trades as well. So we posted Apple. This is the investing chat, whether you like energy, AI, healthcare, consumer cyclicals, like we're posting it all, right? So if you're looking for investing opportunities, we'll post them in the chat. Okay. And then if I'm trading something, say I'm trading something in my Roth IRA or we're trading options, we'll post them here as well. So that NVIDIA trade that I sent out, we got 33% on that. Tesla, I trade shares in my Roth IRA. I bought shares. You can see that literally my profit is the same, right? Because in my Roth IRA, I'm working cash. Now I have another account where I build positions, but in my Roth IRA, since there's a maximum limit on how much you can contribute, yet the gains are tax free. I worked the cash in there. So I might take a trade on Tesla and I might sell it the next morning or whenever I feel like I need to exit the trade. And a lot of people asked, when do you know when to enter or exit trades? We actually have videos on that. in our channel. Hey, somebody's in the chat. Peace, family. So if you come over here and go to our lives, we actually have videos on all of that, right? So whether you're looking for support and resistance is probably what you're looking for, because support's going to be my entry if I'm bullish, and my exit is going to be at resistance, right? I want to start taking some profits as I reach resistance levels. But I know it may sound a little Chinese to you all if you don't know what support and resistance is, but I always tell people to look left, right? If you want to know where we're going, you always need to look left. Let me show you an example, right? Just so happens that MSTR is on here. I just love watching this fall. It just feels so good. I love watching this fall more than I like my stocks going up. Like, to see this guy fail means so much to me, because yeah, he just has a history of scamming people, and people need to realize that. But nonetheless, you can see this rejection here. We start sending out notifications, and this is when he started to this is when the vote went out for, like, he literally increased his share count by like 10 times. Like, this guy was putting out more shares than some of the best and most valuable companies, which doesn't make sense because you're not even profitable, right? You've been missing earnings for over a year with no revenue. So this guy's only strategy is Bitcoin. So he does the exact opposite of what people should be doing, right? You put all your eggs in one basket, he's doing that with Bitcoin. He buys the top. You're supposed to buy like, nobody's ever told you to buy high, sell low. Whoever told you that, right? You buy low, sell high, and I don't even sell. So if I want to buy, I want to buy it low. But this guy's been buying the top on Bitcoin to hold it up. This guy's literally holding up Bitcoin just to inflate his books. And that's why the government, or at least the IRS, is coming for him, because like he's come up with another scheme. But nonetheless, okay, if we want to know where stock is going, we always look to the left. So people that are holding MSTR, you want to say, hey, where's it? Where's the support? Like a real support? Well, look left. It's around 300, right? And we had a gap up here at, say, 276, that we have not technically, well, we closed it. Yeah, they closed it. So it closed this gap, came back, touched this 309. So these levels that are on my chart, they are from auto Fibonacci. Okay, so I have auto Fibonacci on here. Where is it? Right here on the cheat code algo version 5. If you want this, you can go to cheatcodealgo.com and get this algorithm. And it's automatic. Like, I don't have to chart. I don't have to do anything. Like, even if I want trend lines, I can add that here. My internet's a little slow, so I don't want to do too much with the charts because that's a lot of data. I'm on like this resort Wi-Fi. By the way, check the views, man. Okay. When y'all talk to me in the comments, put some respect on my name, okay? We really live this life. Like, we're not out here to lie to you. We're not out here to mislead you. Anytime we talk about something, it's because it's for the benefit of you all, okay? Now, with the auto trend lines, you can also see that we have a trend here, okay? So let's see it, 320, 325, right? If MSTR can't hold this 320, let's say it breaks 330, right? And starts to test this 325 trend line. If you have the cheat code algo, these are automatic. I don't have to come in here and chart this stuff, right? It automatically creates these trend lines. So if it doesn't hold this, we're going to break and see 309 and maybe some lower prices, right? Especially if Bitcoin has a pullback. So if Bitcoin starts to lose value, he inevitably does. But what people don't realize is just because Bitcoin goes up doesn't mean he will too. The demand has to be in the stock. The only way for this stock to keep going up is not by Bitcoin, it's by you keep buying. If people don't keep buying this stock, it will not go up. I don't care what's on their books. Their books may look good if they reported with Bitcoin, but it doesn't mean the stock is going to go up just because Bitcoin's doing good. You have to understand, this is not a leveraged ETF. This guy is still a company. Like, this is in no way has leveraged instruments that make it go with Bitcoin. He's only betting on Bitcoin, and a lot of people were buying the stock because they thought it would move with Bitcoin, but it's not the case. Okay. He needs demand here. Okay. But I'm not going to waste time talking about this stock. But I just wanted to show you all some tools that you can use for entry and exit, right? To find that support and that resistance. So it can be auto Fibonacci levels. It can be auto trend lines. It can also just be price, right? So if you didn't have all of these things, right? So let's say we take off the trend lines, we take off the auto Fibonacci levels. You may just be looking at this, right? If you don't have cheat code algo, you're just looking at a bunch of red and green bars. Okay. But if that's you, right? You want to say, well, where have we been? And I only use the daily. If you notice here, I'm only using the daily. I do not use hourly charts to do any charting. That's for day traders. I'm looking for a high probability, and the only way you can do that is looking at larger time frames because the thing that matters the most is what did the market close at, okay? And these candles are going to tell us how the day went. I don't care how pre-market went. I don't care how aftermarket went. I want to know where did the market take it that day when the market opened and everybody had a chance. What did they do, right? So I'm looking at the daily. I'm looking at weekly. So on the daily, we can see we had a gap here, so that's important. Oh man, I got on trends. Hold on. Let me put it on horizontal line. So you can see here, we have this, and always don't think it's going to hit this line and bounce back. So you want to create a zone, right? So we can see here that in the past, we had a gap here, right? So we can see a 278 and 300, basically 295, right? So, but you know what? I'll move this up for the sake of the bars. Okay. So we can say 300, which makes a little more sense. So 300, because you can see if we zoom in, we can see that a lot of these candles had bodies that started here. Like we wicked here, but it literally, let me zoom all the way in, like so you can see the finite of this and why this candle literally created a doji candle right here. Like if I move this, you can see this candle right there. So this is telling me that the market came down here and closed here still, right? And all of these candles also had bodies that came down here, right? So we spent one day below here, closed below it, and then it came back to hit this line. So that's important. 300 is a psychological number for this stock, right? So if we can't hold up this trend line that we saw here with auto trends, then you can only assume that it'll come here, right? Because honestly, it doesn't have a lot of price activity that stops here. You have a lot of stuff that just blows through this area. So the only thing that would keep this up is this trend line. But I'm gonna be honest with you, the only thing that's gonna keep this stock up is if you have a lot enough people that want to buy into Michael Saylor's talk. But let's look into something better, like Apple. You can see here, we sent out a trade alert on Apple a few days back. Uh, this was in our investing chat as well. That might be quicker to find. So we sent out a saying that, hey, like Apple, Nvidia, and AMD are oversold and they're leading in volume, right? Like this is just manna from heaven, right? Like some of the most valuable companies in the world are oversold. So we had Apple here. We sent out an alert when it was pushing down to 222. I think we sent out another alert when it was like 218, but Apple kept popping up. And why is that? Because it was oversold. You want to look for an entry? Look for this. We want lows. We don't want highs. Like, so when a lot of people come on our lives, they're like, hey, can you look at this stock? And the stock's all the way up here. Why do I need to look at it? It's did its thing. It did its thing. You know, there's not a lot of more upside for me there. Right. And then when you're talking about we're up in no man's land up here, you know, and people are like, where's it going? Hell, I don't know. So, but I know where it's going from down here back up. Okay. So I like to I like high probability. We're saying that the most valuable company is on sale right now. This is like the Black Friday sale of Apple. And look what it did. Pop, 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 pop. You know, came right back to where we had some resistance in the past, right? And it's got earnings coming up. And the beautiful thing is we closed up above this past resistance level, right? So I was watching this pattern here and blew up, right? So when you're looking for stocks, you might hear about them on the news or you might hear about them from your buddy. But if you look at the chart and it looks like this, wait, right? What goes up must come down. So have some patience. Okay. The stock market's not going anywhere without you, bro. Okay. Like a lot of people come in the market and treat it like it's a get quick, rich quick scheme. And you need to have patience. Warren Buffett said it best. You know, the market is a battle between the impatient and the patient, right? So you need to have more patience when you're in the market to take advantage of when prices are lower, right? And maybe you said to yourself, well, Apple's back at this old resistance and you bought here. Well, if it keeps going down, keep buying. It's going to be back, right? You're betting on the best company in the world, the most valuable in the world, right? I'm doing this live on an Apple. These headphones, Apple. This phone, I have three of them. They're all Apple. My headphones, I have like three, and they're all Apple. I had a watch. I lost it. If it was cool to me, I'd buy it again because Apple's the best, right? You guys with Androids, one day you'll get it. But if you like Android, there's Google too. Like everybody's winning, right? So, and when Google was like 160, I was screaming to the top of my lungs, this is the buy. And then it just gapped up and took off, right? So we want things at lower prices, right? So anytime I can find anything that hits lows on any type of indicators, that's the best time for me. So I'm buying when people are fearful, right? When others are fearful, you get greedy. When people are greedy, you need to be fearful, right? So I don't chase stocks that are already up. Okay. Hope that makes sense for you all. Make sure y'all drop a like on this video. Ask us some questions in the comments. And like I said, there's always these videos that you all can come here and watch to learn a lot about what I just said if it just went too fast for you. But I want to get back to where you can find alerts here as well. Okay. So this video isn't going to be long because I want it to be able to, something where nobody looks at it and it's like, oh my God, that's an hour. I don't want to watch the whole thing. So I'm going to make this pretty short and sweet. But if you trade options, you need to go to the trade alerts tab. Okay. So if you're somebody that does investing, there's also the investing tab as well, where we'll post. My internet's a little slow here, y'all. Hold on, let me close some of these windows so we get a little bit of speed back. Let's close the charts. We won't look at any more charts for now. Okay, I think it's going to take a little second, y'all. But long story short, there's the investing tab where we post investing picks. So this is where you'll get a full report and analysis on investing opportunities. So long-term holds. Okay. And we also have the trade alerts section. This is for option traders. What we'll do here is send you the call or put. So the type of option that we're trading. We'll give you the strike price as well. So yeah, it's having a hard time loading. Internet's a little slow. Let me see here. And you can access this from the browser or from your phone. Okay, here we go. So you can see the option type, and then we'll also give you the strike price, the expiration dates. We'll give you target prices, stop loss as well. So if it's a let's say it's a put, the price will be higher for the put on a stop loss because we're betting against it. So if it goes too high, we need to get out of there. Okay. And the target for a put is going to be lower than the current price. Okay. Now, if it's a call, right, we're going to say, well, stop loss is at this price that's lower, right? And then, and you can see, we'll give you the chart as well. So you can see exactly what we're looking at. So if you're looking for trades, they're here, right? So if you trade options, just go through the trade alert section here. But if you like shares or maybe you want a watch list, make sure you stay updated with the chat. Okay. The chat, like you should be checking the chat all the time, especially if the market's open and especially late nights. So if you wake up in the middle of the morning and you just want to see what's popping, I'm most likely going to be in the chat because it's daytime. It's daytime for me. It's night for y'all. Okay. So I'm already in tomorrow. All right, so I'm ahead of the market, baby. I'm living in the future. I already know what's going to happen. So I'm trying to keep y'all updated here. So investing opportunities here, trading here. The official investing picks are going to be here, and then trading alerts for options. Okay. Hopefully everybody got that. Now I'm going to show y'all how I find the opportunities. Okay. Number one of my favorite websites in the entire world, bar chart. Okay. Now, bar chart has some of the screeners. Okay, so you don't have to know how to use a screener. You just come to bar chart and they already have them for you. So are you looking for candlestick patterns? All right, let's take a look at this. You like dojis, you like hammers, you like bearish patterns, morning stars, bullish bearish, whatever you're looking for. There's literally a screener. Like let's look at bullish engulfing because that usually is like a stock has gone down and then it's got a big fat candle next to it. So let's look at the flip chart so you can see these bullish engulfing candles, right? So let me zoom in. So you can click on flip charts and you can scroll through these and you can see it, this bullish and candle engulf the previous candle. So as you scroll through these, you'll start to see more bullish engulfing candles. So candles like large green candles that have engulfed the one before it. Okay, so it completely ate it up and it's like the well candle, right? So you can see that when you zoom in, you can see that this candle has completely engulfed these. So you'll be able to, scroll these different screeners that are literally giving you picks. Okay. Now, if you like AI stocks, crypto stocks, a lot of you guys like crypto. Here's crypto stocks. These are all stocks that are related to crypto. All right. So then you can filter them. I have particular custom filters that I use. So like if I want to look at options content, whether it's the open interest or the volume, average volume versus current volume, right? Is there any sort of large increases in volume that we're seeing here, right? So you can create these custom filters as well. Okay, so that they have videos on this stuff, but the screeners here are great. Right? You can look at insider trading. You can look at politicians, insider trading. You see what politicians are buying, nuclear energy stocks. So a lot of people want to talk about nuclear and energy. They're right here, right? So if we look at maybe the top, I was just about to say we need to look at the top performing ones over the last 5 days. Okay, so you can see that these are the ones that are catching the most motion. So actually, somebody asked me about Oklo, um, and NextEra. NextEra and Oklo are probably my two favorites. Full disclosure, I hold these, but that's really all I'm interested in. You see SMR, a lot of people talk about SMR, but over the last few days, it's actually not performed as well. But year to date, it's still up, right? So might be a nice little dip here. Let's look at the chart really quick. So you can see here, yeah, it's just been pulling back, but it could make a comeback. But yeah, these are great. You want ETFs in nuclear? Click on the ETF tab, bro. It's right there. Right. So you guys, I hope this is making sense. I hope this is a gem to you all. I'm not sure what you can and cannot access. You do have to have certain memberships, but it's worth it. I think it's like $16 a month, but you pay it up front for the year. But they also have free memberships where you may be able to access certain things or do just one of something. So I'm not sure what's free and what's not from this, but I'm sure you can reach all of these for free. So if you're looking for stocks that want to squeeze, or maybe a MACD crossover, bullish moving averages, bearish moving averages, candlesticks, cybersecurity, it's all here. Dividend kings, like all of that, right? Gold, Warren Buffett. Want to see what's in Warren Buffett's portfolio? It's right here. Okay. So this is for people that don't know where to start, that don't know what they're doing, but you know that there's a trend coming and you want to keep up with it. This is a great place to start. Okay. They literally do the work for you. Data center stocks. I mean, like it literally all the questions you all ask, the information is available online. You just need to know where to get it. Okay. So you can see Dell is in here, IBM, Equinix. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm in there. Constellation Energy. This is the nuclear energy one. Digital Realty. I always tell people about that one on my lives, because I have that in here. Digital Realty is basically like the landlord for data centers. So I've been watching this stock, but this is just to show you the watch list that you can build as well. They have different indicators or special symbols. So it's like they have different data sets that will get you certain indexes for things. So I can see how many stocks are trading above their 20-day moving average, 70%. Right. So when this is lower, when these numbers are lower, I'm buying, right? Because at one point, let's look at the 100-day moving average on the S&P 500. It was at one point only 31% of the market was trading above their 100-day moving average, meaning that 70% of stocks were in the hole. And so people are like, oh, the crash is going to come. It's going to go down. And I was like, dude, 70% of the S&P 500 is already down. 70% of the S&P 500 is already screaming, buy me, right? And so I turned bullish, even though bears were posting content and sounding all smart. It's bulls that make money, okay? So this is how I track the market. Hope that makes sense. So we're going to move on. Now, for the advanced traders, you can make your own screeners as well. Now, you can do that on bar chart. You can go here to the tools tab and go to bar chart screeners. So these will be ones for, you can do it for stocks. You can do it for options as well. So if you're looking for our option trades, they have ones for options, whether you're looking for implied volatility, unusual activity, or you're looking for like bullish call setups, right? ETFs right here. So if you're an ETF person likes to get a bundle, you can do that there. Let me see where the stock screener is. Here it is, stock screener. So if you like doing your own custom ones, you can do that too. So if you want to take one of their presets though, let's say I want to look for RSI oversold, it'll put these criteria in there. But for me, I like 40, right? So I like 40 RSI. and then average day volume. Oh, let's add a couple zeros to that. Maybe 1 0. I mean, is that 500,000? Yeah. Uh, and then moving average, you can say that it can be above, greater than its 100, or 200 day, greater than. And then 5 day percent change. I can remove this one. I really don't care about the last percent change. And then you can say see results. So now we're going to see oversold stocks that that meet my criteria, right? They're trading above their 200-day moving average, and you can filter it by volume. I usually like to see who's trading the most. Okay. Now, some of these stocks aren't going to come back. All right. So they're not all going to be winners, but at some point, Apple, AMD, Nvidia was on this list. And that's how we look for those opportunities that are ready to buy. Okay. Last but not least, you can go to finviz.com. This is where you see people posting that little chart that shows you all the red and green and all that gray and stuff. This is that. Okay, you can come here and you can see like what went down the most, what went up in different sectors as well. So FinViz gives you a lot of data, but it can be overwhelming for a beginner. This is mainly for the pros, okay? Because the screeners here, you have to sort of set them. So this is more for advanced looking, trying to get a free plug. Get off my screen. Hold on a second, let me just do this. I already have it preset here. So yeah, let's get out of there. So it doesn't load all this. So you'll see that I have a preset screener here, one of which I've gone over on Instagram Lives quite a bit. But I'll show it here for the sake of that. Let's change this. And so you can see I'm looking for profitable companies as far as PE ratio. There can be unprofitable companies. You can say any, but what you then get is sometimes you get a little bit of trash, and then you get like these inverse ETFs. So let's see. Most of these are long ETFs because these stocks have been coming down. But sometimes you get a little bit of these leveraged ETFs, and I don't want to see those right now. So I go to profitable PE ratio above 0. And this shows me stocks that are essentially trading below their 20 and their 50-day, right? Now, if we try and change this to any, we might see some other stocks. Now we'll keep them to the 20-day is below or the price is below the 20-day. Price is also below the 50. This tells me that it's below a short-term moving average, the 20, which means it's now bearish, right? At least for now. And then the 50-day tells me that it's definitely bearish. Okay. This thing has been going down, right? And then you can do the RSI. So maybe if you're bearish, you want to look for overbought stocks, right? Now, if you do overbought, obviously you have to change these because they're obviously above these moving averages. Okay. So if you're bearish, you would do overbought. Like if you're looking for something to short or be bearish on, like maybe it's coming into September or March or something, and you're like, I want to buy puts, come here. And if you like trading options, you need to make sure it's optionable, right? And I only want to trade optionable companies because there's just more going on behind the scenes. Like if I'm bullish and people can buy puts, that's more money for me to take. Okay. But if there's not options, then it's a little bit of like you're just fighting a tug of war with shareholders and stuff, like people that want to short the stock and stuff. So I like optional shares. So RSI oversold. And now why would I say 40 over 30? Well, 40 tells me it's in the territory. It's either there and going, or it just came out of it. Now, if you do 30, these are extremely oversold. That means that these things are in the dirt, which kind of narrows down my list. You can see that it makes it a little more finite. All right. So if we do 40, we can see stocks that are coming out of it, right? Or entering into it. So you can see super micro is entering into oversold territory. Okay. Micron is entering into oversold territory, right? PCG, man, the LA fires just took this thing down. All the fires in California have been affecting this because electric utility companies they're looked at as the blame for these wildfires. So their stock definitely takes a hit. But PCG is one of the Pacific Coastal Electric Group or something like that. Pacific Gas and Electric or something. Pacific Coast Gas and Electric, I think is the name of it. they're a mixture of different energy utilities, and they are one of the largest utility providers uh, in on the West Coast in general. They power like I feel like over 25% of Californians, right? So this stock is, if you like energy, I think this is a great look for long term. It's not financial advice. BTB, Bit Digital, a lot of crypto stocks may be getting hit. Dell got hit after China put out the news. So you had stocks like Oracle, Dell, um, ASML, a lot of stocks that are part of the AI trend, whether it's from data centers to power, because CEG, it may not be on here, but CEG took a hit, right? It's a big power energy play, and it took a hit. So everything that, was in the supply chain for AI took a hit from what happened with DeepSeek. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, okay? China's broke. Hear me out. China's broke. Okay, I've been there. They are broke. Stop the whole talk about time. China's ahead and we're behind. No, we're not. They couldn't have done this without us. Okay, they took banned NVIDIA GPUs. They stole data from OpenAI. And then the day they launched it, talking about they used a low cost method, which nobody can actually verify, the thing was crashing with outages and cyber attacks. Stop with the broke talk. Okay, I've been there. They broke. The buildings, rubble. The people, don't even want to talk about it. Okay. China ain't it. Stop. The dollar, powerful. Always try to stop the Federal Reserve. Look up anybody in the history that ever tried to replace the dollar. They're dead. Gaddafi, dead. Saddam, dead. Stop. Y'all sound like broke people. Okay. So the dollar is the most powerful, and China ain't the one. If there's a world power that's going to be next, it's going to be somebody out of the Middle East or I don't know. It's just not even feasible. Nobody's going to beat us. Our stock market is the most powerful. Our stock market makes the richest people. And y'all need to stop complaining about rich people getting richer, okay? Because we're getting rich with them. So if you don't own stocks, I can tell. Okay. Stop listening to the media and the news. Okay. But I'm going to keep this to stocks. Let's get back to stocks. But I'm really tired of y'all sounding like broke people out there. We got to stop the rhetoric. We can get rich too, right? Elon Musk only went from 200 billion to 400 billion because what did his stock do? It went from $200 to $400. And if you own the stock, we can get rich too. So stop all that like talk about we need to tax the rich and bro, they're employing thousands of people. They're paying taxes already. And they're not paying taxes because they own shares that they don't sell and then they borrow against it. Okay, y'all got to learn to play the same game because if y'all fight them, you're going to fight your future. So essentially, by complaining about rich people and wanting to fight rich people, you're essentially saying, I will be broke. All right, we're trying to get rich here. Stop with all that talk because y'all gonna mess the game up for us, the people that know what to do. All right, that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed today's class. Okay, because I was about to go off on the deep end on y'all right there. But don't mess it up for me. I love making money. I don't know what y'all. But I'm gonna go check the chat real quick, see if I got any questions. Android for life, but I will buy Apple stock. Y'all crazy. Bar chart Premier has value for me. Absolutely. Oracle, thanks for the bar chart screener, game changer info. Okay, we got to fix that mindset. That's where it starts. Exactly. Y'all, the dollar is powerful. Don't let anybody, bricks, bro, crypto, bro, it won't replace the dollar, bro. Keep dreaming. Come on, man. How many times have you ever swiped for crypto? El Salvador. I went to El Salvador and they were like, you can pay to enter here with dollars or Bitcoin. You know where all the little gold dollar coins are? They're in fucking El Salvador. They took all of our change. They have quarters, they have dollar coins, and you have the option to pay in Bitcoin or dollars. El Salvador knows what's going on, right? They're gonna try to get the bag, but I've been all around the world, and I've never absolutely said to myself, Shh, now, I wish I had some freaking crypto right now to take care of this. Okay, I'm not knocking you guys. I'm just saying it would never take over the dollar. It would never replace the dollar. Okay, anybody that ever tried to do that, they're dead. Look him up. Okay. And if you ever try to do that, we'll also attack you with tariffs and cripple your economy. Okay. So you all need to realize that tariffs are a power move for us. We put them on, people act right. Y'all see how fast Colombia took their people back after we told them we were going to put them tariffs on them? They said, my bad. All right, y'all come on in. We'll figure this out. We hate Trump, but come on in. We don't want them tariffs. So y'all got to stop with all that broke talk, okay? I love y'all. I'm gonna go. I already talked about Oracle. I'm gonna go over the quick few stocks that went down, right? So one, we can always go over to well, let's go for semiconductor right here on the bar chart screener. Okay. So you can see here, these are all stocks that are going to be within the semiconductor industry, right? But I'll go over a few that took a dip. Okay. So ASML took a dip, but it had earnings and popped back. Okay. So you can see it took a dip, came back. We can pull up NVIDIA and see it did the same thing. Took a dip, pop. Well, it ain't popped back strong, but it's still about that life. You can even see here, even if you just losing the lines on Google, you can see where support is at 120. It don't take a rocket science. Okay. What's some other stuff? CG. This is what's powering AI data centers. Took a dip, but it's gonna be back. We were up here, now we down here. Okay. Even some of your favorite stocks like the Oklo took a dip. Everything got hit by DeepSeek. Okay. So from data centers to Oracle, everything took a dip. Everything. Okay. So whole semiconductor, AI, data center, energy plays all are on sale. Okay. I mean, you can look at some stuff that a lot of people don't even think about. TPL, this is Texas Pacific Land Corp. They literally leased the land for oil drilling in Texas. They the biggest landlords for oil. Stock took a dip because we were expecting them to provide supply us some energy on some drill, baby drill. So DeepSeek really hit us hard. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: China ain't it. Y'all better stop playing. So I'm tired of people coming in the comments talking about, yeah, China's so ahead of it. No, you have. I can tell who has been and who hasn't, because the people that ain't even been, they know the truth sometimes. But y'all be talking like y'all been there before. Y'all don't know. Y'all ain't ever stepped foot in no China talking about, oh, they gonna be next up. I'm watching the YouTube and Zoom right now, shaking my head. The new age. Okay, treated Trump like a king. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Meta, meta, meta. All right, let's look at Meta. Meta popped up, but Meta also had some technicals that was looking like it was about that life. Okay, Tesla, same thing. We call Tesla play because Tesla dropped from like 400 something down to 380s, right? So it came all the way from let's see 420. So it dropped 9% this month. And it's starting to come back, right? So, and we're up 16% after hours. You just don't bet against these things like this. I mean, who in their right mind would buy puts on earnings after the stock has gone down, right? So we fell 7%, $32. Tesla's dropped $32. And y'all are like, what did you think it was gonna go? Lower? Right? And it even gave y'all a pump fake after market. And somebody even commented on the questions and was like, I sold my shares when everybody started to sell off. It already dropped $30. What are you afraid of? This is like Trump's good old boy. If there's anybody that can make some plays, it's Elon Musk. Come on, guys. Take the fear out and put some faith in here, man. We buy dips. We got great dips too. So when it's down, like sure, if it's a sell-off out here, sure, take some profits. We're up in no man's land, sure, take some profits. But like if the stock is already down $30, you're selling for what? Now you're gonna have to buy to get back in. Well, I wouldn't do that though. Like I said, we don't chase stocks. So don't if you ain't in here and you sold, stop. You need to just go somewhere else, find another play. Go over to the screener and look for something else. Okay. Because you don't need to be chasing things because that's the number one way to lose some money. Okay. But y'all, it's been an hour almost. I hope y'all got some knowledge. I appreciate y'all coming. But make sure you get the Trade Hero app if you want it. You can, I'll drop the link for Trade Hero in the description for this video. And I'll also give you all a discount code for 50% off. All right. So I don't know what to tell you, but I'm in here daily. We got about 4 trade heroes that come in here and post trades for you all. So there's plenty of knowledge to get here, and we're always coming on these lives, whether it's on Instagram. We're gonna do more on how y'all like this one. And make sure after this video, please do me a favor, drop us a comment, fire emojis, hearts, thanks, or even tell us we suck. If we suck, tell me that. I don't care. It increases our engagement. If you don't like me, tell me that. You know, but I'm gonna tell you the right thing. You can't block these blessings, baby. We're blessed and highly favored over here. So Don't play with us, play with your chick. Okay. It's been fun, y'all. As always, it is such a pleasure. I appreciate y'all coming here and make sure you share this knowledge, okay? Because we are not gatekeepers. Okay. I remember when I first started, I used to not share knowledge because I was like, if enough people, if enough people win, how am I supposed, or if enough people know how to not lose, how am I supposed to win, right? The market is an exchange. In order for us to win, somebody has to lose. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I deal with a lot of people in the comments that will forever be losers. Okay, it's not y'all because y'all came to learn, but there are some people in the comments that are just come and just spew hate and envy. There's just the spirits are off. There's just a bunch of negativity. I'm gonna tell you right now, they don't want to win. So there's always going to be losers. So make sure y'all share this with good people, okay? Because they need the knowledge too. It ain't no fun unless we all get some. I'm the only person that look like me here, okay? We need to change that, okay? But we need to start by changing our mindset, okay? Get that broke talk and let's get that money back, all right? I love y'all. I'm always here to help. I want to win. If I'm winning, I want y'all to win. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no fun unless we can all get some. Okay. Now, y'all show me some love, drop a like, share this video, drop a comment. It means the world to us. Okay. And if you want to get to the bag, you know what to do. Click that link in the description. Get your trade hero, use the discount, pull up on us, and drop a little love.